COVID-19 business booms. Inbound travelers bribe officials to evade tests. Experts warn of spike. And the riders, flight passengers bribe officials with 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira to underpay, evade tests. Virologists knock officials. Alleged evaders responsible for high community transmission. Page 2. That's where you get to the story this morning. It's a shame.
Yeah, with the COVID situation, we don't expect it to happen, but it happened there. And it's unfortunate that this usually happens, in this part of the world more than anywhere else. Normally, when you travel from abroad, when you come in, you're supposed to do a PCR test. Submit your details in the lab according to the NCDC. You pay some amount of 151,000 a year, equivalent to $100, and then you go to a lab, do a test, and the lab will be in touch with you before you travel back. If you're not traveling back, you have to know your details. Or when you come into the country, you quarantine for 10 days. That's what happens abroad. When you're coming from a red list country and you arrive in those countries abroad, you are put out of society for 10 days, and then the tests are carried out to be sure that you're COVID free before you mix. But here in Nigeria, this is what's happening. Even to do the test, officials will help you evade it. That's what the story is saying. The Punch, if you read it, and it's a believable story, because the other day I was watching on Facebook, I think someone posted a video of a Nigerian who had come in from Sweden, I think. And then he couldn't do the mandatory test because all the officials were urging him to bribe and go. But he wanted to do it. So they posted him from one lab to the other. He paid, even paid twice, yet he couldn't do the test. And of course, he couldn't fly back because he came out of the airline, out of the airplane, if he wants to return to Sweden without having done the mandatory test, So, and they were telling him, just pay us 15,000, sort this for you. We'll give you the vaccine, the passport, the vaccine clearance, complete with the barcode. And I'm surprised how they managed to do that, because after even doing vaccination, those of us that have, you remember your passport comes with the barcode, and if you scan that barcode, all your details are there. So what it means is that officials are preparing this vaccine passport with barcodes and issuing to people without jabbing them. This will just increase the COVID situation in this country. Over the weekend, I was seeing Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. She was in Washington DC. She went to the U.S. Memorial for COVID victims. 651,000 dead. They put a white flag on the ground for all of them. It was a field of white. That's how America. That's the number of people that have died of COVID. It's not a joke. We're just lucky in this country that this is not a crisis, or the kind of crisis that the world even anticipated, because we won't be able to cure it. WHO boss said over the weekend again that 5 billion vaccines have been distributed in the world. Only 2% of that 5 billion have arrived in low-income countries. So there are even no vaccines. Imagine we have a COVID problem on this continent. So I think people should, because virologists are saying that the spread of COVID in Nigeria is people who come from abroad and evade this test. They just go in, mix. Some of them will drop fake address, fake telephone number. They'll just enter back. And that's what the report is. So we have to be more careful.
To even tell you how serious it is in Europe, vaccinated or not from Africa, as soon as you get there, you're quarantined for 10 days.
It vaccinated or not. It takes that policy by the United Kingdom takes effect from today. And they're saying that people are coming from Africa, whether you are vaccinated twice or not, they don't care. They need to know, because of this kind of things that's happening. A lot of people are dodging. They are anti-vaxxers, but they want to still enjoy the benefit of being vaccinated. So they go and buy vaccine passports. They pay for it. They don't do the test, and they move around. They mix. Some of them carry the virus, because we all know that sometimes you have COVID and you're not symptomatic. You don't show any signs, but it doesn't mean you can't infect the other people. It's unfortunate. The government have to do more. The NCDC, the new NCDC, the NCDC without Dr. Ekwazu needs to also do more. And I really blame. The NCDC used to be very vibrant and robust, active with Twitter. We knew how they were working, knew where they were working. We knew the number of people that are quarantined, the number of people at the airports. They used to do this. But once the government took out Twitter, the NCDC lied prostrate. They went prostrate immediately, became a lame duck. And it appeared that this tech, Twitter, was the only way they used, to try to manage communication management. And we all know it's not easy. You can't do this through WhatsApp. Twitter was fast, and the blogging, microblogging site that's instant.
You don't have
to have the NCDC. And maybe one of the reasons it was around.
This
Did
is
he wrong?
some mind-boggling thing, really. Bribing to get the, cards.
And they're paying 10,000. Nigerian government officials, they like this kind of, all those people at immigration, exit and entry points of this country, airports, especially Abuja and Lagos airports. And they call, you know what happens now? You land at the airport, immigration official is begging you money.
You can't pay for anything.
It's so embarrassing.
Get the yellow card, get the vaccination
find me
card.
something.
What you bring?
What you bring? Confirm. I can't fathom. Anytime it happens, I try to tell the man that I will report you. I will record your voice and I'll play it on pay-per-view. You know, how you begging me money, but they do it a lot. And then now they have an opportunity to even detain you.
Yes.
They'll take bribe.
Yes.
It's a major problem in this country. Bribery and corruption at our exit and entry points.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment and like. Thank you.